Aarti, how's your week going?
Yes, just a minute. So, am I audible?
You're audible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going good. I'm covering up ecology, and then I'm simultaneously attending the polity live sessions.
Very good. Okay. So your pace of the learning is improving?
This week, I would say the productivity has declined a little bit. I had come to my home. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Pace it up. Pace it up. What possibilities we can use for pacing it up? Very simple. You use this productivity technique, a simple productivity technique, Pomodoro clock, to improve your productivity and ensure that you are creating a structure where you are clarifying all the doubts with the mentor. Okay, at the earliest.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how we can.
Hello.
Clear? Aarti, clear?
Yes, sir. I have a doubt.
Yeah.
What's the difference between mind map of topics and building mental map?
Yeah. Mental map or mental, okay. It's my word. There's no technical background of that. Mental map is, see, as I told to Devika, see, understand that, for example, if you're reading a topic in economy, like, for example, repo rate. Okay. Now, repo rate, first of all, if you see a question on the word repo rate, is your mind going to that particular chapter called money markets? Under money markets, there is what is called monetary policy. Under monetary policy, there is what is called quantitative tools, qualitative tools. In quantitative tools, there is what is called repo rate. Till there is my mind connecting. This is what is called as building the mental map. How will you build that mental map? Now, when you see the question, you will know that, okay, I know repo rate, I'm familiar. But am I able to recall the concept? No. Then what do I need to do? Go back to the book, keep the concept, keep the question, and see if the notes are helping you cover the question. That's it. If it is not there in the notes, update it in the notes. Aarti, understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so when you have that mental map, your recall capability will be faster and you will be able to effectively recall the content. Yeah. Tell me, Aarti.
Yes, sir. And there is another challenge that I have been facing. It's that while I take a particular subject and then start watching the modules and then taking notes, in a day I could focus on only one subject, and then my time is completely occupied with that particular subject. I'm feeling difficult to handle 2 to 3 subjects.
No, please don't do handle that 2 to 3 subjects. If you're attending the polity live class, polity and only one recorded subject. That's it.
Yeah, one recorded subject. And I had finished my geography. I haven't been able to complete the revision so far.
Don't worry on that. Don't worry on the revision, Aarti. You just go on experiencing the subject, making the notes, and keep moving forward. Whatever revision you're doing for that day, that's it. You don't need to do further revision because you will be revisiting the subject again when you're solving the full test. Speed is important. Focus on the speed. Do not focus on the perfection, because at least once, if you're able to cover the whole journey, you have the bird's eye view ready. And then over the revisions, you will be improving upon the subject. This logic applies even for students who are taking the test series now. Do not focus on perfectly covering the subject before giving the test. You focus on whatever best you can do with the subject and then give up the test. And from there, you update the notes. So journey of updation will continuously happen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had this challenge because you had mentioned earlier that finish a module. Once the whole subject is finished, go with the PYQ. With either with open book test, something of that sort. So I thought while solving the PYQs, there were places where I could recall for certain questions 100%, but there were questions where I could recall like either 1 or 2 facts. There were questions where I couldn't recall any of it. So I just thought, okay, maybe I should first revise the whole thing.
Please don't worry on that. all that you need to do is keep an open book system and work on each of the question. That mental muscle has to be strengthened with respect to coming to the answer. Got it?
Yes. And
That's
one more thing is while doing that open book thing, and also what I did was while solving the PYQ for geography, the questions that were there, you said that look at the right option and the other wrong options. So I thought, like, let me incorporate them into my notes. So for solving 20 questions and then incorporating them into my notes, it took like an hour.
Yeah. You're just beginning now, Aarti. But once you have done that, you're done for complete thing. You don't need to revisit that question again because that content is there in the notes.
Okay, so am I doing the right thing by incorporating all those options into my?
Yes, you're doing the right thing. But don't write the wrong option. You have to write that option rightly in the notes.
No, the wrong options as in what concept that it holds, that one I will.
Yeah. You have to write it in the notes.
Okay, sir. Yeah, that's it.
So that's how you will have a foolproof notes ready. You will notice that the questions that you are reading in the notes are actually coming in the exam. Got it? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Just
Good,
one
Aarti.
more.
Yeah. Tell me.
One last thing. Is it necessary that the 6th to 12th NCRTs must be covered? It always kind of gives a FOMO.
If you like to cover, you can please cover it. But first priority is finish your classes, and after that you go with the reading. You don't need to read 6th standard to 12th standard NCRT. 6th standard to 10th standard is one set of NCRTs. The same content is repeated in a matured format in 11th standard and 12th standard NCRT. So if you're reading NCRTs, max you can limit to 10th standard, 11th and 12th standard, nothing more than.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So because there's no point going and reading the 6th standard book, which is very, very basic. Rather, you can go with some matured perspective involved and directly tackle the question. If the question you are not able to solve, there you get back to the reference books. Aarti, getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Please continue that. Yeah, but speed up. Speed is important. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next. Okay, Rajneesh, please go ahead. Rajneesh?
Yes, sir. So sorry, sir. I raised the hand. Actually, I have not given the test till now, so I have to attempt it before 6:30, sir. So, sir, everything is going good, sir. Nothing. Fantastic journey. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Everything is
good. Good. And how's your anxiety levels right now? Being at
sir,
April?
I have invested a lot in myself, sir, from last 10 years, and at this juncture, it is reflecting in my personality, sir. So I'm enjoying. Things are personal, Vipassana and all, so things will definitely bring the changes. I have gone 3-4 times in Vipassana sessions and all, so I was I have invested a lot in myself.
Good. Okay, so ensure that no stone is unturned. Every action step that is taken to work upon your progress has to be done right now. Okay, so keep doing that effectively and keep making use of Godki sir also, making use of these sessions also to take it forward. I want each of you in the
that I have realized.
Yeah.
One thing that I have realized, sir, this year. Sorry, sir. Actually, I have interrupted you. Like, sir, मैं जब छोटा था, उस समय भी मैं notes नहीं बनाता था. मैं जब कॉलेज भी पहुंचा तो मैं नोट्स नहीं बनाया, और उसके बाद मैं जब शुरू भी किया जर्नी तो मैंने नोट्स नहीं बनाया. बट वो बीच में थोड़ा सा मुझे परेशान किया, तो बीच में फिर मैंने नोट्स वो बहुत मैं फास्टली चीजों को कर पाता हूँ तो मैंने बनाया. फिर मुझे एक चीज रियलाइज हुआ कि ये नोट्स नहीं बनाने वाली आदत बचपन में लगी थी, और कितना उसके कारण मैं सफर किया हूँ. मतलब जो आदतें लगी रहती हैं उसकी रूट्स इतनी गहरी होती. तो मतलब लर्निंग का जो इसेंस है सर, वो थोड़ा समझ में आता है कि चीजों को किसी भी तरीके से कर लेने से नहीं होने वाला है. उसका जो तरीका बताया गया उसी तरीका से चलो, फिर तुम्हें ये समझ में आएगा कि तुम जो सोच रहे थे वो शायद बेस्ट तरीका नहीं है. तो सेल्फ रियलाइजेशंस आर कमिंग सर. मतलब व्हेन आई एम डूइंग थिंग्स राइटली, आई एम एबल टू करेक्ट माई सेल्फ कि मैं कहाँ गलत, और वो चीजें मुझे बहुत मोटिवेट करती हैं. मतलब ये सारी चीजें जब मैं देखता हूं तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मेरी कैपेसिटी तो बहुत कुछ करने की थी, और शायद अभी भी मेरे पास बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, बट गलतियां कर करके मैं अपने आप को नैरो कर लिया.
That's how it is.
स्ट्रगल्स बढ़ा रहा हूं. मतलब सर यूपीएससी मतलब ये एग्जाम हमारे कैपेसिटी से बहुत नीचे का एग्जाम है सर। आई एम टेलिंग यू विद अ वेरी कॉन्फिडेंस सर, हमारे जो ह्यूमन कैपेसिटीज हैं उससे बहुत नीचे का एग्जाम है। लेकिन जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द मतलब वो आप सपोज करो कि अपने जो स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं, जो कैपेसिटीज है, उस पर आपने बहुत सारी परतें, लेयर्स बिछा दी हैं आदतों की, इसकी वजह से आपको बहुत दिक्कतें होती हैं। ये स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटीज, ये सर कभी आना नहीं चाहिए बिकॉज ऑफ द काइंड ऑफ मतलब सिस्टम दैट वी हैव। लेकिन हमें कभी सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन होता नहीं है कि हम कितने कैपेबल हैं। Maybe you can read a things and you can remember it forever. It can be done. It is quite possible with the human system, but since we have made a habit, हम पढ़ते पढ़ते हमें स्ट्रेस इसलिए डेवलप होता है बिकॉज वो बल्जी होता रहता है कि हमें चीजें याद नहीं रहेंगी। क्यों इतना टेंशन क्यों लेना है? ट्रस्ट ऑन योर सिस्टम, एंजॉय द रीडिंग, मे बी यू कैन रीड इट फॉर 3-4 आवर, आप बहुत देर तक पढ़ सकते हो अगर आप कर रहे हो। लेकिन अगर वो बैकग्राउंड में वो चीजें आ रही हैं कि मुझे याद नहीं रहेंगी, मैंने बहुत पढ़ लिया, शायद चीजें ज्यादा टफ हो रही हैं, क्यों परसेप्शन बनाना?
No, the point is this, okay? I want you to be very, very careful every single moment about this exam. That is, this exam, if you treat it like an elephant, it will treat you like one. If you treat it like a rat, again, it will treat you like one. But see the exam as it is. Our point is not about proving who is better, the exam or us. The point is about this, there is a hurdle for you to cross to enjoy the career that you want to have. Ensure that you cross that barrier effectively by being alert every moment. Rajneesh, this is all that you need to look at.
Sir, I have said in the context, sir, because I have suffered a loss last month, sir. मतलब that was the reason, sir, कि गलतियों की वजह से मैं सफर कर रहा था और शायद मैं एक परसेप्शन बना रहा था कि चीजें मेरे से नहीं होंगी। लेकिन when you have corrected the mistakes that you have done, तो फिर लगा कि मतलब बस प्रोसेस ठीक करना है, फिर चीजें होने लगती है। तो उस सेंस में मैंने बोला सर, आई एम नॉट लाइक, मैं उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में मैं नहीं जाऊंगा। किसी को भी आसान कभी मानना नहीं चाहिए। इट्स अ गेम, और गेम है तो सीरियसली खेलना है और अच्छे से खेलना है, क्यों परेशान होना है? तो मतलब
this thing called ego will play its own game in different ways. There's something called intellectual ego. I wanted everyone to look into. Okay, the moment you start learning a lot of things, moment you start getting good marks in mocks, you feel that you know things. Okay, but please, this intellectual ego is what you need to check into and become more humble, because the more you know, you will know what more to know about it. Okay, so this intellectual ego, I want you to watch out, because especially during your interview, it will be shown on your face. And if you showcase that intellectual ego, the board will really make your life a little challenging. So kindly be humble, kindly be focused, finish your task, keep moving forward. As simple as that, right? Okay.
Surely, sir, I will keep in my mind.
Absolutely. Okay. Not to wrong you, but I'm just saying that there is this in egos that play in multiple ways. And the day you remove your ego, the full form of ego is edging God out. Either two things can exist. One is God or ego. So if you want the support of the universe to be with you, you leave your ego aside. As simple as that. Yeah. Yeah. Super. Good, Rajesh. Thank you. Do it.
Thank you so much for the guidance that you have. Like, पढ़ना तो कहीं से भी पढ़ लेते हैं, लेकिन ये जर्नी मेरे लिए बहुत स्पेशल है बिकॉज ये पूरे वीक, एक वीक में जो मुझे ये जो सेशंस मिले हैं, ये मुझे बहुत मदद किया है सर। पिछले साल और इस साल में बहुत सारी चीजें बदल गई। मतलब 30 साल लाइफ के जीने के बाद जो चीज शायद रियलाइज नहीं किया, विद इन 8-9 months I have made it, sir.
Good. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Sir, I'm leaving the session, sir, because I have to attempt the test. And
please do it. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Mamta, how's your journey this week? Mamta, are you there? Okay. Okay. Next, Palak, please go ahead.
Yes, sir, my week was low on productivity because of my practical exams. I have it from Monday. So I had to complete all the records and files and everything. I was, as we talked on Monday, I was working with PYQs. So I covered up to 2017 for polity, for fundamental rights, preamble, and fundamental duties and DPSP. So these 4 topics up to 2017 I have covered. So that I did. And for next week,
I'm planning. How do you feel now by doing that? What is your understanding on things now?
Sir, my accuracy level is quite good if I do previous year questions. Like even if I don't remember, I haven't revised the fundamental rights part completely. I just went to PYQs. So there was like a confusion in my mind for some questions, like 50% recapitulation was there. Still, I got them correct. So, but they were like 1995 questions. So that was the thing. When I came closer to the recent questions, like this 2 days I was solving 2018, 2019. So now the complex level of the questions are increasing.
Yes.
So that
Absolutely.
I feel.
See, when there is more information, more guidance, and more support available, yes, the quality of the students, the quality of the competition improves. And UPSC automatically has to improve the level of questions, right? That's how it is. But the concept, the underlying concept remains the same. That's what I want you to observe. Yeah.
Yes, right. So that I did, and I'll try to complete this week polity up to 2022 at least. And notes updation part is like, sir, in Lakshmikant, like whatever question is there in Lakshmikant, everything is written. No, so there's no updation part as such in polity. For polity, I think. Rest subjects I have not touched, so I can't say. But for polity, I think Lakshmikant has everything, and each year UPSC comes up with a new type of questions. So that like recent note updation I need to do like 21, 22.
So no, what you need to do is for subjects such as history and polity, where the resources are available in a single place. You don't need to focus too much on making your own notes. Rather, your notes can be limited to the analysis part. Okay. See, Lakshmikant will do a lot of justice when it comes to your prelims to a great extent. And UPSC knows that everyone in the country reads only Lakshmikant. So out of 10 questions or 15 questions they ask, they like to retweak certain questions up to around 4 to 5 questions, which cannot be answered by just Lakshmikant. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what are those areas and how to cover them? You will be getting that angle in the full test. And when you're focusing on topics like the Focus 300, etc. Right now, you are giving your exam in 2024. For that, whatever you're doing now is absolutely fine. But as a part of your full test and as a part of your subject-wise test, you will get trained on those areas which are important for UPSC, but not touched upon in Lakshmikant. Example, CBI. CBI as a body was not covered in the earlier editions of Lakshmikant, but in the latest editions, they have covered because questions have come from that. So the book will be becoming bulkier and bulkier day by day. But the idea is, it's not about you sitting and reading on every page. No, it's about identifying what is important, what is not from the upcoming year by connecting the concept to the questions. Connecting the concept to the current affairs. Understood? Okay.
Yes,
so immediately, who expected Rahul Gandhi to be disqualified as an MP? But he is disqualified as an MP and he has appealed in the Surat Session Court, but that's different. But disqualification of an MP as a concept has improved in its chances of being asked. That's what you need to look at. That's it, nothing else. Okay. So this way, whatever effort you have put earlier, consolidate the notes and keep on linking it to current affairs. That is what will make your preparation a lot of fun. Correct? Okay.
So I'll start then with the current affairs part for these 4 topics: preamble, DPSP, fundamental duties, and
every keyword you can actually focus upon. See, the preamble says, we the people of India solemnly resolve to constitute sovereign. So you can check from the word sovereign, sovereignty, the Hindu. See what angle this is going on. Yes, 2022, there is a discussion over respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. What is this news all about? Sovereign, socialist. So you can also check for the word socialist. Is there any perspective on socialist, the Hindu? So Nehru's socialism was evolutionary, inclusive, and not biased. So they are I'm not saying that, this angle itself will be asked as question, but you will start getting a perspective which is not there in Lakshmikant here.
Yes, sir.
You understood? The social perspective for socialism. You're getting it. Secular is another perspective. Okay, you type secular, the Hindu, and you will get, if there any discussion going on secular, there is an opinion, strengthen secularism, save the republic. Don't you think there can be a means question in these angles being asked?
Yes, sir.
India as a nation can survive only as a secular state, where the state has no religion and does not promote any religion. This is totally opposite to what India's secularism is. If they ask you, that should the definition of secularism of India, or analyze the definition of secularism of India. What is secularism of India? In state supports every religion.
Yes, sir.
It's not alien to religion, or it's not associated with one religion. But here they are saying state should have no religion, does not promote any religion. So what is the standpoint? You will not get this in Lakshmikant.
Yes, sir.
This is what you need to read. This is
So
where you build your perspective. This is how you build your essay writing. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So these points I should add in the notes, right? Where I'm getting.
Don't need not work on the notes as such, but rather you can write down the headline and write down the perspective if you want.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that will really help you rethinking things. So you can add on an additional sheet as current affairs. And are you maintaining notes in sheet, Palak?
Yes, sir.
Now, in that case, you add on one sheet in the end, saying that, the current affairs linkage for the keywords. Or another better way to do that is you can list down all the keywords in an Excel file and add on the links here. And later on the other side, you can write down the pointers. So that way also it's a good thing. But it's better you maintain notes written format. So it's more easy to revise. You can do that.
So one more thing about the big picture from RSTV. Sir, is the show name changed to Perspective? Because I was searching for big picture, I couldn't find like 2022 or 2023 things.
I think there is a change in the
because the
that are going in Rajya Sabha.
They now it is Sunset TV. There's no LSTV or RSTV.
Probably they have changed it. Not a problem. You can focus on this.
Okay.
And whatever discussions are happening in English with respect to the debates, you can look into it. No, I think it is there. It should be there. Let me check on that.
Sir, I couldn't find. I found only on latest topics like a parliamentary committee said UPSC to look into the recruitment process. So there was a topic covered by Perspective, this topic, not by...
But Rajya Sabha TV, it's there, right?
No, sir, RSTV is not there. In 2022, it merged. RSTV.
Oh, they have removed it, is it?
Yes, sir. They completely became one channel. That is now
Sunset channel.
Yes, sir.
It's a parliamentary channel. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. I don't think there's nothing happening in English here. Correct.
No, sir. English is also there. Earlier, it was like RSTV was in English and LSTV was in Hindi. No. Now they have merged it into one only.
Okay. Then just focus on
Perspective.
Just let me know what discussions are going on here, because why we were recommending this particular channel was things are a little more neutral.
Okay.
But
sir, I can share you the links of the videos.
No problem. Please share it. Let me look into it and confirm it.
Okay.
So things keep changing. Focus on wherever you're able to get the opinion. News on air is also great for the perspectives and the opinions. The spotlight discussion, it's amazing. So you can also look into that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, good. Please do this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next. Palak. Okay, Devika. Yeah. Rajavel, how's your progress this week?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, actually, I'm going through the science and technology videos now. So, like satellites, now I'm going to start the eighth video, defense. Actually, madam gave that 150 pages of notes. So I have gone through that. It nearly takes 2 days for gone through all the satellites and that sound rockets, launch vehicles.
No,
so
you don't need to do all that. Let me tell you, Rajavel, if you have the notes, students, this is a great hack. I want all of you to even try this in case you have to cover up the subjects faster. Very, very simple. Sir. You keep the value-added notes, Rajavel. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And once you open the value-added notes, just look at the headline. Okay.
Okay.
There will be picture also along with the value-added note, and there will be key points. Okay. You skim through the content and check if it is in current affair. If it is in current affair, that topic is important. If it is not there in current affair, leave it and go forward.
Okay,
For example, if you're reading about Agni missile, so check if Agni missiles are in news. Okay. Agni missile Hindu. Very, very simple. This technique has to be used. India test fires Agni 5 ballistic missile. Just know about test fire of Agni 5 ballistic missile. This is more important this time. You understood?
Okay, sir. Okay,
This
sir.
is how you need to look into. See here, this is 2021, not important. 2022, 16 December. Agni test fire, Agni 3 nuclear capable ballistic missile. Both of these are important. They might
Yes,
ask a
sir.
question from this. So there are a ton of missiles. Check what is important, what is not, and then you focus on that. That's where you can take it forward fast. But since
Yes,
you are
sir.
giving your exam, you have to do it in this particular perspective. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So do that fast. Good, you're
Yes,
able
sir.
to progress, but do that fast, but things have to be much faster, Raju. Okay?
Yeah, sure, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next, Shrija.
So good evening.
Good evening, Shrija.
Sir, I'm going through the geography recordings and I've completed 60% of it. By Wednesday, I'll be completing my geography module of notes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Any challenge?
Sir, I found it a little difficult in understanding the plate tectonics, that topic. So I went through the recording twice. And also there's another challenge is that when I'm hearing to the class, like I'll be concentrating, but suddenly I just get lost. Like again, I'll have to rewind back and go through the recording. So I don't know.
No, are you making active notes when you're listening to the recordings?
Yes, sir, but sometimes when the recording is for a little longer, the explanation is a little longer, I feel I'm hearing to it very concentratingly, but then somewhere I get lost.
This is where it comes with practice. With more active learning and making the notes, you will pick it up. This is the only way.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
And
sir.
again, another thing, as I told you, when you complete a concept at the end of the day, when you're revising, you please sit down with someone and revise. Explain it to them and revise. That will be the best way you remember.
Okay, sir. Sir, after the geography module, can I start with history?
You're not audible, Shrija. Not clear.
So 1 second. Sir, after the geography module, can I start with ancient history?
No. Why?
Sir, I thought so. History is a little longer, so.
No. See, history can be done later. You go in the sequence of environment and science and tech.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Do that.
Okay, sir.
If you don't want to do those subjects, you go with polity, not with history.
Okay. So polity, I'm attending the live sessions and making notes simultaneously.
Okay. But yeah, see, you can do things, any subject you want, but there's a way you need to do in an order so that the best knowledge formation happens. Because all the questions are interconnected. If you see the question on Delhi pollution, the Delhi pollution question is environment, but the answer for that is in geography. When you learn geography and environment, things are interconnected.
Okay.
And geography and history are also interconnected. I'm not denying it. But you go in this format for better approach. Okay.
Okay, sir. I'll start it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. You need to pace up, Shrija. Okay. Yeah. So, yes. Okay. So, students, as we are coming closer to the exam, for those of you who are in the test series, again, be rigorous. Every single time you give a test, right after the test, please sit down in a contemplative mode and don't go into a blaming mode. Whatever scores you get, why you got the score, list down the mistakes and analyze the question paper, revise the question paper and get ready for the next test. This firefighting attitude, the attitude of falling down, getting back up and keep moving forward, you need to have that inch of patience, repeatedly doing things. You will build that muscle and you will be able to improve your range automatically. Making sense? Clear? So saying this, let's recap what exactly we discussed today. The hack of the day is the Focus 300 initiative. Kindly go through this. It will really add a lot of value. A lot of research has gone in the background. Okay, 300 topics, 3,000 facts in 30 days and improve your score by 30%. This is what I can tell you. And plus, if you're doing the question papers, list down all the questions of the full test or underline the topics in the questions so that it will become easy to revise. And if you have a recall challenge, build a mental map, which I shared with Devika. Build the mental map again and again, either with open book system or with recall, so that your mind will never forget. Okay. And use mind maps for the topics. So mind maps will help you remember things. So Rishita, kindly share this particular mind map format that you're following in the group. And going through the question papers and marking the keywords of the questions is also a technique that you can follow, because keywords are the key. And revise the topic before giving the question paper. That will build the confidence for you. And Pomodoro clock is the key that you can use to be more focused during your study, because never in your life you would have studied so much apart from UPSC. So it's by nature difficult and challenge to focus. But if you use a Pomodoro clock to channel your energy and compartmentalize your study, you will become more focused, not just for UPSC, for any area. Use the Pomodoro clock, focus for 25 minutes, take that 5-minute break, again 25-minute, 5-minute break. You will be so focused, your productivity will improve by 60%. And please make use of mentor, clarify the doubts with her, and collect all the questions at one go. Sit on a discussion and get things clarified completely with Kaveri ma'am. And speed versus perfection. Focus on speed. Don't focus on perfection. Because once you complete the subject, once you get the bird's eye view, things become really easy. It's like you have the skeleton in place, you just need to fill the flesh in it. Things will become very, very easy. Or else, if I tell you Maratha administration, you will not know which part of the history you get Maratha administration. Are you getting the point? And lastly, unlearn the patterns. As Rajneesh mentioned, there will be a lot of patterns in your life from the past, which you need to unlearn for productivity and progress in UPSC, and relearn the new habits. For that to happen, please keep your intellectual ego aside and be open-minded to learn and grow so that you can pick up things. Okay. Saying this, I would wish you all a very productive week ahead, and wish you all the best for your upcoming week to be productively preparing for UPSC exam. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.